All right, let's get right into it. If you're looking for a solid used SUV for under 15 grand, you're in the right place. I'm going to give you the straight talk, just like I would in my shop. No sales pitches, just the real-world advice you need to avoid a lemon. I tell people this all the time. Buying a used car feels like a gamble, but it's really not about luck. It's about having a game plan. And today, I'm handing you my personal playbook. Okay, let's be real. The market is pretty crazy right now. But don't let that discourage you. There are some absolute gems out there. Tough, dependable SUVs that won't empty your wallet on repairs. So, let's go find one.
First up, we're talking about the tanks. These are the ones I see in the shop, and it's almost always for nothing more than oil changes and new tires. If you want a vehicle you can count on day in and day out, these are the ones to look for.
And here it is, the king of this category, the Toyota RAV4, specifically the 2013 to 2015 models. They land right in our price range, and why do mechanics like me love these things? One reason, they are absolutely bulletproof. The engine, the transmission, they're just built to go and go. Little pro tip for you, try to find an XLE trim. You'll get some nice extras, like a sunroof. The only real downside? The radio is, well, it's old. But hey, a new stereo is a super easy fix for a car that could last you another decade.
So what's the RAV4's main competition? It's gotta be the Honda CR-V. These are fantastic all-around vehicles. I'd say the ride is noticeably smoother than the RAV4, and you get a bit more space inside, which is perfect if you're hauling family around. And that fuel economy is just great for a vehicle this size. Now here's a little shop secret. Some of the 2015 models had a slight vibration when they were idling. It's not a huge deal, but when you test drive one, just let it sit for a minute and see how it feels. If it's smooth, you've found a winner.
Okay, so RAV4 or CR-V? How do you choose? It's actually pretty simple. If your number one, top-of-the-list priority is a vehicle that will just refuse to die, you get the RAV4. It's all about that peace of mind. But if you want a little more comfort, a bit more room for the family, and a smoother commute, the CR-V is going to be your best bet. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either one. It just comes down to what matters most to you.
But what if you're saying, hey, I need a third row? Maybe the family's growing or you're in charge of the carpool. That's where the Toyota Highlander comes in. We're looking at the 2011 to 2013 models. Think of it as a bigger, just as tough version of the RAV4. Now, you're going to find these with over 120,000, maybe 150,000 miles on the clock, and that might make you nervous. Don't let it. As a mechanic, let me tell you, I've seen these V6 engines cruise right past 250,000 miles without breaking a sweat. On a Highlander, high mileage isn't a warning sign. It's proof that it's built to last, as long as the last owner took care of it. And when I say took care of it, I'm not talking about some secret expensive formula. I'm talking about the basics. Regular oil changes, checking the transmission fluid and coolant, swapping out the air filter. That's it. That is the magic recipe for getting one of these engines to 250,000 miles and beyond. It is the cheapest insurance you can buy against a major repair bill.
Okay, so reliability is key. We've established that. But what if you want something that's also, fun, something with a bit more style? Let's move on to the picks that give you more flash for your cash without being a shop queen.
And first on that list is the Mazda CX-5. If you want an SUV that doesn't feel like you're driving a boat, this is the one. It's sporty, it handles corners really well, and the inside just feels nice. Way more premium than you'd expect for the price. Plus, Mazda Skyactiv engines are both reliable and really good on gas. The one thing to listen for on a test drive is any squeaking from the suspension. It's usually not a big deal to fix, but it's great info to have when you're negotiating the price.
All right, I get it. You're looking at these cars from the early 2010s, and maybe you're thinking you want something a little bit more modern, something with a better touchscreen, maybe a backup camera that doesn't look like it's from the Stone Age. Well, I've got a great option for that too.
Say hello to what I call the budget beast, the Kia Sportage. For under 15 grand, you can pretty easily find a 2016 or even a 2017 model. That means you're getting a newer car with fewer miles and way more modern tech. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Kia? But trust me, this is not your uncle's Kia from 1998. This is when Kia really turned a corner on quality. The engines are solid, the cars are well built, and you just get so much for your money. It's a really smart buy.
Okay, this is it. You've picked a model, you've found one for sale online, and you're ready to go see it. Now comes the most important part of the entire process. This is where you put on your mechanic's hat and do the final inspection.
Here's my simple 4-step check. Number 1, the test drive. First thing you do, turn the radio off. Listen for squeaks, clunks, any weird noises. Feel for vibrations in the steering wheel or pedals. 2. Check the vehicle history. A CARFAX report is a must. 3. Pop the hood. You don't have to be an expert, just use your eyes. Are there any obvious fluid leaks? Do the belts look cracked and worn out? And finally, step 4, the most important one. Call a professional mechanic and get a pre-purchase inspection.
And I am begging you, please listen to me on this. I've had so many people come into my shop, all excited about the car they just bought, only for me to tell them it needs a $3,000 transmission job. A pre-purchase inspection costs about $150. That small expense is the best insurance policy you will ever buy. It can literally save you from a financial disaster. Please do not skip this step.
All right, we've covered a lot. Let's wrap this all up so you can feel confident making that final decision and driving home in your new-to-you SUV. Look, buying a used car can be a nerve-wracking experience, but it doesn't have to be a total guessing game. Whether you decide on that ultra-reliable RAV4 or the fun-to-drive CX-5, the right vehicle for you is definitely out there. And now you've got the tools and the knowledge to go find it.
So, there you have it. That's the inside scoop, straight from under the hood. You've got the list of my top picks, you've got the checklist for your inspection. The only thing left to do is get out there and start looking. So which one are you going to go test drive first? Good luck out there!